The 2024 San Diego Comic-Con announcement presented a strange paradox. Marvel is attempting to take the face of its most beloved hero and transform him into its most dangerous villain. This move comes as Marvel Studios navigates a period of internal volatility. The previous Kang storyline collapsed, and the franchise has been struggling against growing audience fatigue and a series of diminishing box office returns. Downey arrived in Hall H during a career renaissance, fresh off an Academy Award for Oppenheimer. Hailed as the greatest actor in the world, he provided Marvel with the specific momentum they needed. Feige had stayed in constant communication with him since Endgame, but this peak industry validation turned a potential return into a deliberate, calculated pivot. Yet Tony Stark casts a massive shadow over this universe. Avengers Endgame provided the character with a definitive, deeply earned conclusion, a legacy that is now being put at risk. Choosing Downey for this role is a high-stakes gamble. The studio is leveraging a decade of built-in sentiment to systematically dismantle the cinematic universe's very foundation. Fan theories immediately centered on a single suspicion, that this new Doctor Doom is merely an evil multiverse variant of Tony Stark. The variant trope relies on specific logic. A central timeline splinters into mirrored nodes, emphasizing alternate versions of a single person. Placing an evil Tony here overrides his endgame sacrifice. It acts as a regressive echo, stalling momentum by merely returning to a familiar face. If this casting is to succeed, the character cannot be an echo of Tony Stark. He must function as his complete philosophical inversion. Tony Stark's arc was defined by relinquishing control. He evolved from a selfish billionaire into a martyr who trusted the rest of the world to carry on his mission. Co-creator Jack Kirby designed Doctor Doom as a figure of approaching death, a character encased in steel to strip away all human mercy. Victor Von Doom operates on the conviction that the world is inherently chaotic. He believes that only his absolute authoritarian rule can prevent total collapse. The nation of Latveria serves as proof of this concept. It is a stable, advanced society built entirely on Doom's authority, demonstrating that his brutal methods produce the order he promises. Stark protected the world by trusting others and letting go. Doom protects it by subjugating everyone, positioning the two men as dialectical opposites. The plot reportedly centers on a direct consequence of the Avengers' victory. Steve Rogers' decision to remain in the past at the end of Endgame is said to have triggered a catastrophic multiversal incursion. An incursion occurs when the barriers between two universes erode. The realities crash together, resulting in the total destruction of one or both worlds. This specific collision allegedly killed Victor Von Doom's wife and child. This grounds his villainy in personal loss, turning his pursuit of power into a response to tragedy. Doom views the Avengers as reckless and incompetent threats. From his perspective, their time tampering is responsible for the destruction of his life. The Avengers' greatest triumph created the fairy monster destined to dismantle their universe. Robert Downey Jr.'s return is only narratively earned if his character intentionally destroys the house that Iron Man built. To save a collapsing multiverse, Doom intends to seize godlike power and forcefully bind dying realities into a single planet, Battleworld. This method of absolute survival is the antithesis of Stark's legacy. Doom is an unyielding architect who achieves stability strictly through suppression. The Stark identity is being violently erased. The glowing red and gold surface of the past rapidly corrodes, hardening into jagged, cold metal. Marvel is weaponizing their most iconic star to execute a philosophical tragedy. By forcing the audience to witness their greatest hero become their greatest threat, the studio is declaring the franchise's golden age officially over.